Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my dinner, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat the whole bunch. Greetings and salutations, this is Margaret Franklin of Margaret Franklin Creations, telling you all that is new these days. As you can see, we have our Christmas tree set up. Yes, you're seeing this right. It says turnips. It's one of those oddball inside jokes that my husband and I share. I'll probably make an even weirder one for next year. This was for our first Christmas, David and Margaret Franklin, 2002. I made these myself, and this was for, 2003, our second Christmas as a married couple. This tree is full of treasures, lots of little carousels. I got this little hippocampus at Wonderland. Let's see the romance side here. That's one thing in case you didn't know about carousel horses. The outside that faces the public is called the romance side, and the inside that doesn't face the public is called the money side or the non-romance side. So there's your bit of carousel information for today. There's our beloved Tigger Angel. That makes him so unique. And these look more like Easter ornaments than Christmas ornaments, little bunnies. They were among the decor at our wedding reception. There was another yellow bunny. Jeanette took that one home with her. And here's our lion, a big lion, and there's a little lion, a smaller lion somewhere here among these branches. Can you see him? He's not hanging from anything at the moment, so I will try to put him up somewhere where he can be seen. Okay. He will go here. And somewhere on this tree is there's the shiny blue fiddle. There's the blue unicorn that Jeanette gave me for Christmas gift at our party on Saturday. I'm hoping to FaceTime her a little later on today at 2 o'clock. It's a nice little habit we've gotten ourselves into. There's our gallery in the dining room. My C.W. Parker horse. And the newest, which is also the oldest edition. I drew these bunny rabbits when I was about 8 years old. I call this one Uncle Victor. This one is Aunt Mimi, and this is Aunt Pearl. I may incorporate them in my stories from now on. They are Luella's long-lost ancestors. Well, this is Cartoon World, so they could very well still be alive. Let's see. What else is new? Well, I am off work for the next few days, for the next week as far as I know. I know I haven't lost my job. Through no fault of my own, I've been temporarily laid off. So has everyone else in my department, because there was a snafu with the delivery people. We don't have enough drivers, and they didn't clear all the stuff out of the way in time. So we thought we might be working overtime yesterday, when in fact the exact opposite happened. Purelator came in, they swooped in on Saturday and took everything that was there. All the stuff that we had painstakingly stacked on the skids, and all the stuff in the baskets that were waiting up in the rafters. All that is gone, and there was a huge fight between our supervisor and Purelator. I don't know all the gory details, but the important thing is we still do have a job, we just don't know when. It'll probably be about a week. But I am enjoying this free time to catch up on everything. I have the masks that I made just before I found out I got a job. Can you see all these? I'm going to take those to my support group meeting tomorrow, because it's still going on, and I'm going to look forward to this. I'm going to my meeting. I'll probably sell a few masks, and Jeanette and I are going to go out for lunch at the Excellent Eatery. I have a major craving for pancakes. We don't have anything like that around the house. I ate a mango for breakfast today. I have one mango left. I put it in the fridge because they're starting to get a little squishy. I love to snack on mangoes, and I love sardine sandwiches. Sometimes on the way home from work, I'll stop at the dollar store and get several tins. One tin of sardines, one like this, will get you 2 sandwiches. And I like to mix them with mayonnaise and green onions. And I'll have sandwiches for, my sandwich for one day and the next. And I only work part-time, which means my typical work day is supposed to go from 7:30 to 11:30. I get up at 4, so I have breakfast around 4:30, 4:45, and then by the time I get to work I'm hungry again, so I eat half of my sandwich and maybe 1 or 2 clementines and 1 or 2 cookies. And then if we're working overtime and we have a break, I'll eat the other clementines and cookies and the other half of my sandwich. And I ate my sandwich that I made for today about an hour ago. So, enough about my boring eating habits. I'm just glad that I still have a job and that my coworkers still have a job. We just don't know when we'll be back, but we know that our work is appreciated, and I enjoy my job and I have a really positive attitude. I'm really in my zone when I'm stacking all these boxes and packages in their perspective, onto their perspective skids. There's a sign with the postal code, and while I'm chugging back and forth, it takes every ounce of self-control to not make music out loud, because I've always got something going through my head. Usually it's either the saber dance or the hamster dance. Hamster dance. And the saber dance, you'd know it if you heard it. You know how it goes da 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 da. You've heard me play it on my kazoo before. And then of course there's the hamster dance. A lot of you have probably heard it before because it was a viral video. And it was also in a birthday card that I gave to my Aunt Anne, because I saw this card in the card shop when I was picking out a birthday card for her. And when I kid you not, when I heard it, I literally laughed so hard that I farted. And of course the hamster dance is I wonder if Dudu has used that in his show. I know he's used the Gummy Bear song. I am a gummy bear, a yummy gummy bear, a yummy, yummy, funny looking gummy bear. Anyway, speaking of hamsters, I got a joke for you. This guy's got this girlfriend, and they get married, and into the marriage she has brought her pet parrot, who has been handed down through generations, because parrots will live for 80 to 100 years, and it belonged to her grandmother. And one day the parrot drops deader than a doornail, kicks the bucket, shuffled off his mortal coil, and they feel really bad about this. And of course the lady misses her old bird, and the husband goes to the pet shop to buy her a new parrot, but there are no parrots. So the pet shopkeeper, he recommends that he get her a Peruvian golden hamster. They're all the rage. He'll be a wonderful pet, but you have to keep the house really warm because they're used to a hot climate. So they bring the hamster home, and of course she loves her pet hamster. They have him for about a week, and it gets cold in the house, and the husband forgets and or it gets really hot in the house, and the husband forgets, and he turns on the air conditioner, and the poor hamster freezes to death and dies. So he goes back to the pet store, tells him what happens. Pet store owner says, well, Peruvian hamsters make excellent jam. Here's a recipe. Hands him a little card. Husband goes home, follows the instructions, puts the poor dead hamster in the blender with some cinnamon and nutmeg and brown sugar and all the things you're supposed to put in if you want to make a really good hamster jam. And anyway, they spread it on their toast, and they find this concoction repulsively vile beyond their imagination. They spit it out, and husband goes and pours the concoction into the garden. Next morning, there is a beautiful rose bush in the garden, and he's really perplexed about this. Goes back to the pet store, tells the pet shop owner about it, and the pet shop owner says, that's odd. I'm getting tongue-tied here. I thought only tulips came from hamster jam. La da 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 dee da do. Tulips from hamster jam. La da 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 dee da do. Tulips from hamster jam. Dee 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 dee. La da dee da do da do. The tulips from hamster jam. Bye bye. Be back soon.